Dad and I are getting closer and closer to painting Carl, and today we are rolling on the last layer of primer for the fenders. Hi guys, and welcome back to Ellie's Garage, where my dad and I are restoring a 1965 Ford Falcon to become my daily driver. But we've never done this before. If you watched some of our earlier videos, you know that we've been doing bodywork for quite a while now. We've gone through the different stages of primer and sanding and filler and more primer on different parts of the car. And with the fenders, Dad and I have already done body work and then put them through 2 different rounds of primer, body filler, and sanding. But now we are at the final stages where we are about to roll on Eastwood's OptiFlow Urethane Primer. But first we had to get the fenders off so we could do some final prep and sanding.
You didn't wait!
I thought Dad was rolling, so I just took it off. Okay, so the main purpose of this is to cover all the exposed metal areas in urethane because you can't put epoxy, switch. Basically, you can't put any of the urethane on top of exposed metal, so you're going to want to put epoxy on there first, so that is what we're doing. We're just going to spray epoxy on all the exposed metal so that we can move on to urethane and the door jambs. Not door jambs, the jambs.
Let me know if you need a finger break.
Hard, right?
It is hard.
So now we are going to paint the jambs with a urethane spray primer and then eventually roll primer. But we're going to do the other fender to this level first. So we're going to spray the jambs with this now and then move on to the next fender.
Nice. Gonna go that feet. Good. Don't you think it feels like about half?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Now that the left fender was ready to be rolled in urethane primer, it was time to go over to the right fender and do the whole process all over again. So with the fenders finally prepped and the jambs cut in, it was time to roll on the urethane primer. Sorry.
Urethane Primer.
It was time to roll on the It's time to roll in the urethane primer. Primer. With the I got it. With the fenders finally ready, it was time to roll on the urethane primer. But we realized that we had a slight problem. We had a lot of overspray in different spots all over the fender, so Dad was thinking we just rolled on the urethane primer. But I was having some second thoughts. Oh wait, here's a question.
Yeah.
Do you want to let this set today, sand it tomorrow, and then
Sand it?
Sand it tomorrow, yeah.
Like sand the overspray down?
Yeah. Well, we decided to get some rest in the end, and the next day, with some quick sanding, we got rid of all the overspray in no time. So, it was time to mix up our first batch of urethane and roll it on.
Last coat.
We definitely still have a little ways to go on these Fenders. We'll still have to sand them down, but it feels so good to have them a lot closer to paint. So what I'm taking out of the garage is that small steps towards your final goal can still help you feel accomplished. Check out this video in the early days when we started bodywork on Carl. Special thank you to Eastwood for providing all of this OptiFlow primer. And as always, thank you to my executive producers, Drew, Carter, and Kevin and Julia. Thanks for watching, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time in the garage.